Here we are again. It's time to have a class on making a fairy garden. This time I'm going to be working on this fairy garden that I already had at one time that now is a big mess. I'm going to come in here and clean everything out and redo it step by step. So as you can see, it's a little bit of a raised bed that I did last year, and it's a big mess this year. So it's time to clean it out. So now I'm going to clean it out and we'll see what the results is. Well, I got the fairy garden cleaned out. I'm now trying to figure out how I want to place my plants in there. This isn't the way it's going to be yet. I'm still trying to decide. But at least we got it cleaned out, ready for planting. So far, I moved a stepping paver from the yard and brought it in and rinsed it off to put it in the fairy garden. That's the base where my fairy house is going to go. And the pansies I did already plant in the ground. The other plants are still in their pots because I haven't quite decided where I want them, and I don't want to be digging them up and messing up their root system. So as soon as I make a decision how they're going to be placed, then I'll actually put them in the ground and plant them. But the pansies are in place where they're going, and I already have some plants to make like I have grass in there too. I got most of the plants all put in that I'm going to put in. I'm going to do a few more things to it, and I do have a little patio set there, but there's going to be a house there, but I'm going to paint it. And I'm going to show you the house before I paint it and after, and then put it in there. So you can see how pretty. And I still have to put a path in that I haven't done also. But it's looking better every minute. Well, I have my house in, and I put the patio furniture out in the yard because it was just making it too cramped on my little patio area next to my house. The house just took up too much space. And as you can see behind my patio furniture, if we keep looking carefully, there's a tree with a swing for the fairies can swing and relax. Isn't it wonderful? I still haven't finished. I got my plants all in my pathway. And I have my little Christmas plant in, as you can see. I'm going to put some moss in to fill in all the bare spots now. But I thought it turned out pretty nice. Let's get some moss and put it in, and then you can see the finished product. Well, it's finished now, as you can see. The moss is in, the house is in place, the little patio is there. And behind the little patio, there's a tree with a swing for the fairies to swing on in the background. Isn't that cute? Can you see it? I hope so. Thought it turned out pretty nice. I did touch up the paint on the house. It was really looking drab. I don't know if I did a great job. I'll probably repaint it next year and make it look a little better. But at least it doesn't look all drab and washed out like it did. Well, hope you've enjoyed the video on how to make a fairy garden in your yard. Now this is not in a container. This is actually planted in my yard. So some of these plants are going to probably have to be moved in the future because they're going to get way too big for this garden. But it's fine. It'll look good for the next 6 months to a year. Till next time, see you later, my fairy followers.